Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Got a new album coming out this Friday, Me Versus Me.
That's right. NLE Choppa. Welcome, sir.
Good morning.
You. Welcome back. Thank y'all for having me.
Let me tell you something, man. I really appreciate your evolution as a human, man. I like how you started, like, purposely and intentionally talking more positive and telling folks how to eat right and things of that nature, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to applaud you for that.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
What got you to that point?
Honestly, it was just a feeling internally I was feeling. Just seeking some type of peace, some type of love that I felt I wasn't getting with the industry. Because I feel like when you blow up, you get introduced to, like, you know, drugs, jewelry, money, sex, everything that you want, but none you need. And I just realized internally it was, you know, stuff I needed deeper than that, something that my soul was happy with. And
But what got you there? Was it reading? Was it something you seen, you heard?
Actually,
talking to mama, talking to friends? Like, what got you
God
there?
tapped you on the shoulder.
Like, yeah, for sure. That's what happened. Like, I was in my lows. I was, like, to the point where, you know what I'm saying, suicide was, like, in consideration. And I feel like once you get that low, that's when you the most dangerous, because if you don't care about yourself, you for sure don't care about shit around you, you know? So I said a prayer, like I said a deep prayer one time, and it was the night before I just got on my shit. And pretty much I was asking God, like, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel like you blessed me with something I always wanted, but I feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be
You
at.
felt empty.
Yeah, I feel empty. And it was funny because, like, I tell every time I explain this, I say the same story every time, so you know it's thorough. He came to me as me, so he was like, first and foremost, I made an oath with him before I blew up. I pretty much prayed. I used to pray every day. Like, for 2 years straight, I prayed every night. I prayed so much I had the prayer memorized. That's how much I prayed. And one of the prayers was like, a section of it was like, put me in a position of, like, this negative field in this rap industry, but let me be a light. Let me be the one that stick out and make a change, change something about it, make a positive outlook on it, even though, like, what I'm rapping about is just me, you know what I'm saying, it's life, but let my balance be that I change somebody's life in a good way. Pretty much that was the prayer. And along the way, when I blew up, it's like I damn near forgot about that prayer. And so that night when I prayed to him, asking, like, why? Like, he came to me as me, and he was like, my nigga, he was like, you remember that prayer, that oath you made with me before you blew up? And I wasn't living by that oath no more. So, like, pretty much that was his way of saying, let me know when you ready to stand on, you know what I'm saying, stand on what you said before you blew with what I promised you with. And the day after, I found meditation, and I got on everything that I've been on now.
That's important.
So
you lost yourself, basically.
Lost myself, like, wholeheartedly, like, everything. I lost a lot.
Who was checking you around you? I know your mom saw it.
She saw it, but, like, at the end of the day, it ain't about who gonna check you. At the end of the day, it's about what you gonna do. Like, mama can say whatever she can say. Mama can tell me 100 times that this damn fruit green, and I'm steady saying it's blue, but until I look at it and I see for myself that it's green, then, you know what I'm saying, that's when it's gonna be. So it took a change from within myself before, like, you know what I'm saying, me just listening to mom. Because everybody, you know, at the end of the day, you gonna be like, oh, that's mom. You know how people usually brush off advice from moms. That's just like a natural thing sometimes.
Until you get a little older, then you be
when you get older,
like she was right the whole time.
Man, what? I be the same way now. Now that I got a daughter, I got a son on the way, I got responsibilities. I understand why mom be like, why the fuck you leaving the light on? Like, just the little stuff. Why the refrigerator wide open? Like, the little stuff. Like, why?
All that costs money.
Yeah, like, why the kitchen ain't clean? You know, you paying the bills. Like, you know, so I understand everything she said. I understand everything that my pops was looking for me to do from when I was yay-high to now to when I was going through what I was going through. I understand. Like, I understand more than understand.
When you talk about affecting other people's lives, have you seen some positive things happening with people that follow you? Like, what are some examples?
So examples, like, just with me being, with me just being vocal and being, like, wanting to sell herbs and stuff and provide herbs, just to have a website with herbs that I provide people for. I've had, like, a woman, she had cancer. She implemented, like, some of my herbs into her diet, and also with a vegan alkaline diet, and she ended up healing herself. And then another lady, I didn't even know what Bart's disease was. Her son.
Bart's disease?
What is that?
What is that?
I still don't know what it is. Like, I still don't know what it is, but like, I do know. I can look it up and it'll refresh my memory. I looked it up when she told me, but her son had Bart's disease, and that was using my mug work from my website, and it helped heal her son from Bart's disease. Like, I got all the messages in my phone. They'll show me the paperwork, all that stuff. So just to be able to be a help in that way is beautiful. And I want to be able to actually be able to be hands-on. Like, all right, boom, let's just say when I get my spare time, somebody can come to me and I can tell you every single thing about your body, what you need, and be able to heal a person. But it's really simple. It's nothing but diet, fasting, and just making sure you consuming the right herbs. Some people even healing without herbs, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what got you into meditation? I started getting into meditation a couple of years ago. What got you into it?
Meditation. So pretty much that day after I said that prayer, it was like I got on my phone. It was the next day, bro. And it was a brother. He was melanated. I looked at my phone. It was on TikTok. You know, that was when TikTok was first getting on. So I know I wasn't supposed to really get on the app. I was just on it because I didn't even know how to run it then. I get on it, and the first thing I look at was his brother. He was like talking about meditation, how much it benefited his life, and just like to take time out to do it. And after that prayer, the night before, I felt a burden already was lifted off my back. So when I woke up the next morning, I was already open to whatever. Like not even knowing, like, okay, I'm open to do whatever right now. It was just, it flowed to me. Everything came to me. So I just got on my phone. I seen something about meditation, and he had a guided meditation link in his bio. And I did that guided meditation link. It's like, it's called a hemi-sync
So
meditation.
you got a mantra? You got your mantra?
I be doing stuff like that, but I usually do hand movements. That's what really, but I wasn't introduced to all this. I wasn't that advanced yet. But I laid on the bathroom floor. Like, he told me find somewhere comfortable. It wasn't comfortable in the bathroom floor because I didn't want to go to sleep, but I wanted to lay down. I didn't want to sit. I wanted to lay down. So I laid on the bathroom floor, so I made sure I wouldn't go to sleep. And man, I ain't gonna lie, it was like the best thing I ever felt, honestly. Like, it was the only time I felt in my life I was brought to a place of peace and just a place of myself and like just paying attention to my thoughts. It was something so beautiful because I feel like the same way you go to sleep is the same way meditation is needed. I feel like that's like an alternative. That's like the opposite, sleep and meditation.
It's like resetting your phone.
Yeah, for real. Like, so when I felt that, I was like, okay, I need to make sure this is something that's implemented in my everyday life. And
I carry these with me everywhere.
crystals, all that.
Well, these are my meditation beads. I got two of them. I got one at the house, and then I carry these when I want to just like dip off from these crazy motherfuckers. You know,
as you should. Everybody
have a
gotta
moment.
have their thing.
Now, what about the vegan life? How did you get into the vegan life?
Vegan was crazy. So I'm gonna go back to meditation with everything, with what I changed, because this what opened my mind and my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I would come out of my meditation, right? I'd be refreshed. Like when you first start meditating, when you first start, like that first week, you realize so much how your energy changed. But when you get like a year or two in, it's you now. It's like you know you bushing when you eat something wrong or when you take something wrong. That's when you know your energy ain't right. But when I was first meditating, it felt like I was Superman. So like cause this is nothing I never felt before. It's something my body wasn't used to. And I used to come out that meditation, and let's just say I used to have a chef come over and make me some soul food. Give me some chicken, mac and cheese, sweet potatoes, cornbread, and greens. And I used to eat a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because I used to still smoke. I was smoking a little bit during that time too. But I peeped everything that I did after I came out of my meditation. Made me have the same mind state before I meditated. The body feel the same way before I meditated. So when I used to smoke, I used to be like, damn, this shit was purposeful. Like, I mean, this shit didn't even do nothing to me. Like, it ain't make what I was doing better. It actually made me feel how I felt before I meditated. It made me feel the way I felt. It made me feel like I need to meditate again. Like, so it was no point in me meditating if I was coming out and doing something that was detrimental to my energy. So I come out of my meditation and smoke, and I feel how I felt. I come out of my meditation and eat this, and I feel how I felt before. I come out of my meditation and hang around 20 niggas just smoking, and that ain't meaning no good. That ain't bringing no value to what we got going, and I would feel used. So it helped me. It helped me in so many ways. It made me turn into a magnet. I soaked up everything in the room, and I moved accordingly. Whatever threw me off, that took me out of that state of peace and happiness and being able to be in tune with myself and my feelings, I went away from all of it. So I went vegan. That first week I went vegan. Like I cold turkey. I ain't go back.
How difficult was it for you?
It wasn't difficult at all. Cause honestly, once you realize what's best for you, I feel like that's when you go full in it. That's when you in it. Once you realize what's really, anybody can be like, oh, I know that's best for me. But once you feel it, that's a whole different thing. I felt it. You know what I'm saying? So I cut off damn near everybody. I moved with just like two of my bros, like day ones. Like I'm not with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I'm with probably security, and I'm with a few day ones and Mont Deuce and Pops. But I ain't with 20 dudes, because at the end of the day, I'm straight with me. I'm good with me. I'm good everywhere I go because I'm comfortable with being myself. You know what I'm saying? And
Still got to be safe, though.
Yeah, safe for sure.
Yeah.
So
Were you celibate?
I went celibate. Yeah, I went celibate for like a month, like, because I realized what having sex did. Like, I realized how tired I was after having sex. Well, no, you can have sex, but I feel like semen retention is the focus. Because, like I tell people all the time, like, one nut is equivalent to like 8 miles. You can run 8 miles with one nut. So it can make a whole life. So you know how powerful it is. So you just can't keep giving it to everybody. I'd be a motherfucking lie though if I could be like, every time I had sex, I hold my semen back. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'd rather just go celibate. But some people are that disciplined to the T that they can have sex and not get off. And sometimes I do, but if I do, it's not on purpose. It's like,
I'm not one of those people.
Yeah.
My wife want me to get a vasectomy right now.
But so you can have an orgasm but not ejaculate.
No, I feel that is the orgasm though, to ejaculate for men. So
yeah,
like,
I was about to say, how you do that?
I'm just, you know why? I just learned that Joey Badass just told us that he does that semen retention. He doesn't ejaculate, but he has orgasms. He said.
Kevin Gates talked about that too. I never heard the orgasm part though.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I thought you gotta ejaculate to get an orgasm.
Yeah, I feel like that is the I don't know. He probably different than, but I just know like.
So you do semen retention?
Yeah, I do semen retention.
You got a kid on the way.
Yeah.
It worked too good.
Yeah.
You got a daughter and a kid on the way.
He said he can't do it every time.
Yeah, I don't do it every time. It's like I go on certain breaks. Like at the end of the day, I think I told Angela Yee this on lip service. I'm a Scorpio male, so it's known for us Scorpios for that month, the Novembers, to be extra horny. Like I came out the womb like that. Like this is just how I always was. So for me to go celibate for a week or whatever is big for me, because like I know like I'm a good looking male. Everybody wants you. Like everybody want a piece of you. And so I just feel like with me being, and I'm young too, I'm still 19, so you still gotta live life. But I feel like with me to be able to implement, you know what I'm saying, something so small like that, to me, like semen retention and celibacy at that age, I feel like it's huge, because a lot of niggas be looking at me crazy when I say it. You know,
what's the benefits? Because I heard Kevin Gates say that before, but what are the benefits of semen retention?
Everything you ask me, I'm just speak on my behalf, like on my fuck the big words and shit.
How it affects you?
Yeah, how it affects me. So like, let's say, boom, if it's a recording week. Let's just say I got 1 week in LA from Monday to Sunday to record music. If I want to go in, my motive, if I go in the studio, I go in the studio at 10. If I do one song and I get tired, I failed myself. I don't care if it was a hit. I don't care if that song was the best song I ever recorded in my life. I feel like if I do one song, I left something on the table. So when I'm focused, I go in the studio at 10 p.m. and I won't leave till like 8 a.m. the next day. So I do at least 4 songs, and they'll all be hits, and they'll all be structured right, perfected. You know what I'm saying? Everything will be smooth. But let's just say if I had 6 the night 4 and I done shot off about 3 nets, I go in as 10 and I probably would leave at like 3 or 2.
That's how I know you're young. How old are you?
I'm 19.
I
He
know.
said
I
3
saw
nuts.
you get
Remember those
jealous
days?
when you said 3.
No. 3 nuts. No. Shit.
Shoot up the club
3.
one time. That's it.
I'm one and done. Now, 43 years old, 3.
See you in the morning. One and I'm out of here.
And your energy's gone after that.
It's like it's just not gone, but it's like it's not there as it should be. But one thing I do when I go back to the hand movements with meditation is all of that willpower come from the sacral chakra and what's the other name? The one that's in your stomach too?
Your stomach chakra.
It's the sacral and
Oh, let me look it up. Hold on. Oh, I got you.
sacral and man, I don't know why I always forget that one, but it begins with an S too, if I'm not mistaken.
Solar plexus chakra.
The solar plexus
Yes.
chakra. So I attack those 2 chakras while I meditate with just a simple hand movement of doing this. And with you doing this while you meditating, is the hand movements you use is what help flow throughout the body. People don't know, like that's why I feel like a lot of this generation is brainwashed in a sense, you know, because they say certain shit is gang signs. Like I throw a grape or some Grape Street Crip and they'll be like it's a gang, but it's also what we do to meditate. This connects with the heart chakra, and when you do it down, it connects with the root, the root chakra. So you know what I'm saying? This connects with like, no, it's your fingers, every finger is a different element. So a lot of people don't know that. So the more you move your fingers together and do certain things with your hands as you meditate, it connects with certain parts of the body. A lot of people don't know that. So when I meditate, I do this for my solar plex and my sacral chakra, and I will be able to go in the studio and go in because what's all inside of your stomach, the chakras that connect with your stomach is creativity. And one of the biggest one is willpower. Willpower is to be able to do whatever is on your mind and do that shit and work towards it. So with me being able to get the willpower I need for the studio, and as I'm meditating and envision me standing there until I walk out and it be sunlight, that's what I do before to preparate. So sometimes it don't matter how many I bust, but sometimes a nigga might bust a nut and don't feel like meditate. You know what I'm saying? So it might get to that point, but to be on the safe side, sometimes I'd rather just not deal with, you know what I'm saying, no energy.
And how do you know when it's over?
What you mean?
Like when sex is over, when is it over for you?
What you mean?
If you retain your semen, if you're not
because
gonna...
you know ejaculating is the finish line most of the time.
Shit,
you just stop.
honestly, I'm the type person when I am like that, I said, I'd rather the woman get off more than me anyway, because that's just how I am. So
when
like
she's pleased.
When she's pleased, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes like women still don't be pleased, but you gotta know when to just go and pull it out, you know what I'm saying, and say that you done. But as long as the woman got off more than me, I'm cool. If you got off, like I'm just, everything I do, I gotta go all the way in with. If she get off one time, I'm not satisfied. Cause
What
I
about
can get
crip
off one
balls
time.
though?
Crip balls.
Blue balls.
Blue ball. Hey, look. Crip ball, like some cryptocurrency shit.
Crypto balls.
Crip balls. It makes sense now for sure. I feel like I only get blue balls is when a woman manipulate me, like thinking I'm finna get something and I don't get something. That's the only time I get blue balls, because at the end of the day, like if I feel I'm finna get blue balls, honestly, bro, when she leave, I jack off. Like I gotta get it off. If I felt I was gonna get off, like I'm gonna go do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But
So the semen retention doesn't cause blue balls?
honestly, no. It's all about your mind, the intentions you go into everything.
You should try it.
If you try it. If you go into having sex like, oh, I know I'm finna nut, like I'm finna do all this, I'm finna shoot the club up, she pregnant tonight, and you go in and like the shit wasn't even that good, or she play you the whole time and don't even let you do something, like
it's
hell
over
yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something though. I think I am gonna try, because I like trying new healing practices. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's all you're discussing.
Call your wife and say, hey babe, for the next 30
She would
days.
love that. She want me to get a vasectomy anyway. She would love if we had sex and I didn't ejaculate. I actually am gonna try that.
Now let me ask you this: with everything going on right now, we saw the video footage in the airport. We saw Mama Choppa and her statement that she made after that. So what was going on in your mind when somebody approached you?
And where was security?
Security should have shot him.
He was landing.
He didn't have to die, but a nice little leg shot or something. Just to teach a little lesson.
Yeah, he was landing. He was actually he was there, but he wasn't there. He was landing later than me. Which he was coming out of Dallas. I was coming out of where? LA? I was coming out of LA, I believe. So we was on 2 different flights, but man, it's just God bless him though, because like I'm not just lucky to say it was in the airport and I wasn't out in public or something. Cause like honestly, bro, like the mind state I'm in, the mindset I be in, like I'm very mature, I'm very disciplined to a certain extent. Like when people, I got a big pride and I move off respect. That's one thing with me. Like, so I feel once I'm disrespected and I get to that point, it's like anything is possible. Like he probably wouldn't have walked out of that situation alive, and I probably would have walked out of that situation in jail. So I'm just very fortunate of how stuff play out a lot of the times, because at the end of the day, God show you certain stuff before it gets to that point. So if it does get to that point, you will have everything. Like, well, I got security. No, I got this. So you will have everything for you in court. You will be able to fight yourself in court. But certain situations, it gotta come to light before it gets to that. You know.
Does that bother you now or worry you now? Because it's like, you know, one person do it and he makes himself viral. Now that you say, okay, now everybody be like, well, let me try him now this time. I
feel like certain people that got head on their shoulders know who to try and know who not to. If certain people, I just feel like certain people live in that world of that they don't care. They don't even care if they would have got shot. They was cool with being shot because at the end of the day, they got. You know what I'm saying? They got what they want. They got what they want. Some people are like that, but if you really quote unquote street, or if you really quote unquote, you're not moving like that, because first and foremost, you're not finna underestimate nobody, no man.
It reminded me of the Fat Joe story. Fat Joe was up here one time, and Fat Joe was like, people used to try him all the time, and he knock him out, and then they have to go to court and pay him. And then he got to the point where he was like, he realized that they really trying him just to get viral.
And now they doing that just for viral.
Not even for a check.
On me, and then like, I feel like my whole life I've been having an approval point because I've been light skinned. So, you know, people gonna think stuff sweet anyway. So they gonna think stuff is sweet. And like, I ain't gonna lie, I preach the positivity, I preach peace, I preach it, I live it. You know what I'm saying? It's me. But at the end of the day, it's still a part of me that is really like that, because I come from that. But at the end of the day, like, I just feel like people get that image of me and get it misconstrued and think like I'm gonna be some type of nice person when I'm disrespected, and I'm not like that. That's not how I'm gonna move, but it's something that I want to work on, and that's to not be a slave to a man's like words or a slave to a man's actions. I feel like that's when they get me. That's why I was mad at the situation. Like after that, I handled my business. I stood on 10. Ain't nobody touched me. I touched him if anything, but at the end of the day, I still prayed that video didn't get out, because I feel like that's not the energy I want attached to my name.
But if you feel threatened, you can't not react.
Yeah, for sure. Like I wasn't gonna touch him. I wasn't gonna do nothing to him. I was finna de-escalate. Like my nigga, I was just taking a shit. I was coming out the toilet. I was chilling. I had a backpack on.
You're lucky he didn't catch you there. He was one of them type that would have came in the bathroom and been in the stall.
That's why I go in family family restroom when I'm in the airport. Lock the door. I'm in my own
store,
area.
everything.
You know. So I walk out the restroom and I got my earphones in. I'm not hearing you. You probably saying something to me, and I got my head down on my phone. When I look up, I see you in my face with a camera, and the only thing I hear is, yo, you NLE, why you acting scared? Like, how you think somebody gonna take that? Like, people just be chilling.
But there were 2 camera views though, right? Who had the other camera view?
It was, I guess, one of the people that was with him from behind. I guess they watched me go to the restroom, and I was like, you know what I'm saying, I'm finna fuck with him when he come out or whatever. But you know what I'm saying,
that ain't the scariest part of the video. The scariest part of the video is after the fact. Him and that lady literally had this whole other scenario in their head. We beat NLE Choppa ass. He just knocked that NLE Choppa out. None of that happened.
Yeah, it wasn't even on
That's the scariest part to me.
It didn't happen, yeah.
But we didn't believe that. Where was Mama?
She was like, okay, let's just say I'm right here. She was like, boom, what's the estimate? Y'all play football? Y'all know football. Well, y'all know yards. She was about 20 yards away, 20, 30 yards away from the situation. My pops was too. My pops was finna fuck him. We was finna.
Cause I think Mama could have beat both of them. Honestly.
20 yards. Why y'all ain't running the route?
Mama didn't run the route.
Oh, y'all did?
You know Mama.
Okay.
You know
some
that.
of the stuff was out camera, but she had me by my jacket. I was still trying to go. Like, you know, she had me, but it's like once I get locked in like that, I just really want to go all the way in. And
Oh, so you wasn't by yourself?
Nah,
He was
pops.
just
I
coming
had
from
my
taking
pops.
the shit.
I had my pops and mom.
Okay.
But that stuff was off camera. Like when he ran at the end, that's when me and Pops was finna fuck him up. She stopped it.
Now, why do
wish
people
y'all
think
would've.
it was a Youngboy
I know, right?
fan? Because
I
that
know.
was the story.
I hate it. You know, that's how vlogs and stuff misconstrue everything. They feel it was a Youngboy fan because the girl, like you said, what she recorded after the fact, she was like 4K Trey, but she was like young. She looked like she was 13, 12. So she don't really know. She just saying anything. Nothing that's fact. But he was originally like, honestly, I know how those type people are. That he was just a fan that felt entitled to a response from me, but I didn't even hear him. I would have responded if I heard him the first few times. I would have responded like, "Yo, what's up?"
Right.
Like, "Yo, you want to pick?" Like, that's the type of person I am. I'm never the nigga like, man, you know, I ain't finna come at you like that. If anything, if I don't feel like taking pictures, I'm like, man, I ain't taking pics today. Smoothly, and I just keep going by my day. But that wasn't even the fact. He felt like
You just didn't hear him.
yeah, I didn't hear him. He felt entitled that I had to acknowledge him, but I honestly just didn't until like I looked up and took my earphones out. And by that time, you got my attention, and the first thing you say is, "I'm scared." Like, what? Scared of what? I don't even fear God. So what? Like, you know, that's just how I take it. You know.
I wish you and Pops would have called him, not because I want to see anything bad happen to somebody, but because these people really think there's no consequences to their actions.
No, for sure.
Like, we live in a generation where folks think they can just do whatever to whoever, and there's supposed to be nothing that happens to them in return.
Well,
Nope.
I swelled him up a little bit right here, so I guess he got a little something. He ain't big, he ain't huge, but like I said though, what I was saying at first, I wasn't even finna punch him. Like, I wasn't finna do anything to him. When I took my earphones off and he said scared, I looked at him like that, but I was finna brush it off and be like, you know what, bro? Honestly, my man, I just came out the restroom. I didn't hear you, bro. I apologize if you feel some way. If you want to take a pic, we can take a pic. Because at the end of the day, you a pimp squeak, bro. Like, I know what I do to you. I know what's up. Like, I should have just kept walking anyway. But he jumped at me. Like, that's what triggered it. When he did that, I looked at him and I thought for like a split second, like, and I just went ahead and punched him because I just feel like if you bold enough to come up on me with a camera, you bold enough to call me scared and bold enough to jump at me, you bold enough to hit me. So like, I'm not finna walk away and you sucker punch me and then there's videos of me on the ground getting dogged because you done sucker punch me from behind. No, I'm going to handle my business now.
What airport was that again?
This was Atlanta. It was actually the rental car center. When Atlanta had the terminals connect to the rental car. This is still the airport though.
Yeah. Now in 2020, you said I want to spread positivity. I don't rap about violence no more.
Yeah.
This album violent as hell.
Yeah. So boy,
me versus me.
When I put it on, I'm like, damn, I thought NLE wasn't on this no more.
I say that to you say this, and I'm gonna say it. When I first made that transition, that was my thought. The peace I was feeling, everything I was feeling, I for sure said, man, it ain't no way I'm finna, I cold turkeyed on my fans. It's like, there's no way I'm going back to rapping about what I was rapping about. But at the end of the day, it's naive because that's a part of what my fans love me for. And I learned balancement. That's what I learned. Like, I learned that I can rap about my past stories. I can rap about what I've been through, what I did, what I seen, what I saw, what I used to be capable of doing. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's not like a full change. There's still a part of me. It's never went nowhere. It's still there internally. It's just I'm more mature now and I know when to bring that side of me in. Like when you're protecting yourself, when you're protecting family, and when you're protecting your brand. That's when you implement the negative stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just found out balancement. Like mom used to tell me, she was like, Bryson, you ain't gotta just go all the way this route. Yo, everybody might not be able to grasp and be able to catch up to it. Like what you on, she said, be able to have a balancement, like the balance. She didn't say balancement, but that's what she was really trying to put on there. So pretty much I just felt as if I can be a balanced human being. And I feel like that go back to like the Tupacs with how he can make Hit 'Em Up and make Dear Mama. I feel like that's the type of route I wanted to approach because at the end of the day, I'm very good at what I'm at. With what I'm doing. So I feel like implementing that, let my negative feeding off my negative and making it a light at the same time. Like I can rap about this, and then I can rap about the positive, or I can rap about this. But in my real life, I'm not doing that stuff no more.
You also delayed the album for a week because of the Long Live Dolph compilation.
Yeah.
Rest in
What's
peace,
the
Dolph.
city like after everything that happened with Dolph?
Man, honestly, the city was. I'm an empath, so I feel everything. So like, once you just hop off a plane, you just feel it. Like a deep breath, the air, you could just know everything wasn't right. I left when I was there. I left for like a month. I ain't even go back because I live in Memphis. So I left for a month and I went to LA because like after that happened that same night, I think it was like 7 people died. After that same instance. Dang. 7 people died, 8 people died. And some of the people probably wasn't even related to Dolph. Some niggas is just that smart. They might be like, oh, he died. Oh, okay. I can go do what I do, and they gonna think, oh, this shit is related to what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying? So niggas was just going out sliding because like they knew that the police had a tough ass job on their hand, and they knew like that's what they had to fly. Like they had to fly a lot of people in. They flew a lot of people in from the first 48. They flew people in. They was flying people in because it was so much going on. Everybody was dying. Like that same day, like 8 people died after the fact. And like on a normal day, like about 3 or 4 people died in Memphis. Like 3 people, 2 people would die, and like it'd be certain attempts and shit. But
you never wanted to get out of Memphis? Say,
that's
you know
not
what?
normal either, by the way.
It's not.
yeah, that ain't normal.
You ever wanted to say, you know what, it's time for me to move out of Memphis? Like you see so many rappers that move out where they from because a lot of times they get more hate from where they from than out of town.
For sure. Same here. But I just feel like when you living in purpose, there's certain things you don't have to worry about. And that's one of them things. Because my purpose and my goal behind Memphis is to be able to implement the stuff that I'm on now into the city, so we'll be able to grow, so we could be able to grow. Like just something simple, I got a vegan food truck, and I feel like with just feeding people vegan and alkaline meals will change the thought process. And just with changing the thought process, the murder rate might decrease just a little bit. Might not decrease a whole murder, or it might not decrease a whole 2 murders a day, but a certain percentage, even half, you know what I'm saying, a little bit is a work in progress. It's a little step to the long-term goal, you know what I'm saying, the marathon. So I feel like how would I be able to be able to impact my city if I'm detached from it and I'm not living in it? If I was living in LA and I know there's plenty of vegan food in LA. I know I can walk and see a vegan place. But if I'm not in Memphis and I didn't transition to where I'm at, how would I know like it ain't no vegan food in Memphis like that? Unless I visit. But how would I really feel how people feel if I'm not living there? Like I gotta live there. I wake up and I be like, damn, it's only one vegan restaurant. It's only one vegan place, and they still sell chicken and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
There's this misperception that if food is healthier for you, it doesn't taste good too.
Yeah, on me. Like, I was just telling people about that. Like, academics he had interviewed me. He was like, how do people adjust around you? Like, how do they eat with you? Like, and they know that you. I'm like, bro, the food is not terrible. It's not bad. It's actually good. Certain things, I ain't like mac and cheese until I went vegan. Like, I really love mac and cheese now. It's certain things that I love now that I didn't love before I went vegan. And
like cauliflower.
Yeah, stuff like something simple, you know? And with that being said, like I just feel like if I wasn't in my city, I'd be detached and I wouldn't know what the city need. I know what my city need. Right. I know what's needed for certain things to just go down, and it's just for somebody to be there that care.
And people are probably trying stuff they would have never tried if it wasn't you.
Man, I be having my food truck in the hood. People be coming to me like where I was born at, they come to the hood and get my food. I have it on Cottonwood right in front of where my mama do taxes at. Like my mama what she does taxes is still in the hood, the heart of the hood. We go back, bring the food truck there, and people are there. They lining up and they trying it. You know what I'm saying? And something simple like that. And my food truck only been broke out like 5 times. I haven't really been fully invested in it because I'm still trying to find a good team to run it, cook to where we both make money. And I'm not, you know what I'm saying, we make $2,000 a day and I got to pay you $2,000, I don't get a profit. Right. It ain't even about the money, but I ain't no food neither.
You want it to run
like,
itself at
you
least.
You gotta run smoothly. So
What about these BBL pills though? Can we talk about this?
Not pills though.
Herbs.
It's like it's gonna be like a powder. Currently I'm in the works of making like a natural BBL, and I feel like at the end of the day, I feel people is glorifying the African body. So how do you get the African body is implementing what Africans consume, what they take, the type of diet they have. That's how you would get the body that a lot of the females want. Because you got white people want the African body, and you got black people want the African body, and they African American. But you know what I'm saying? You in the U.S., a lot of the stuff you eating and consuming is not what's gonna give you the body you want. The stuff that they consuming is going straight to they goddamn glutes, and it's going straight to the breast, so they'll be able to have strong breastfeeding for their children. And I don't know what the butt benefits is, but I guess it's sex appeal for the men. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I use ingredients like I've been using fennel. Fennel is good like for fennel that's good for like I'm gonna just tell you different benefits for like so people just know like fennel what's that disease called with people like chicken pox or like warts on the skin. Like since babies can't take like neem because neem will kill a baby, fennel is like a replacement to soothing out the skin and do stuff. But it had many benefits deeper than that when it goes to the body too for like women. So you got fennel Greek, you got Ocpi powder. I don't know if y'all heard of Ocpi seeds, but like Ocpi peas, bro, it's real thick, and that's where the thickness will come from to like build whatever you need inside of the glutes to make it, you know what I'm saying, to get that thick, wholesome feel. So the combination of those three herbs and a daily regimen of using it and consistency, and then let's just say if you working out, you doing squats and you working out on your glutes and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna work.
What if Envy took it?
Shut up. Now let's talk about the album.
I do want to talk about the album because is it hard to make music that reflects your current lifestyle?
No, because it's me. You know what I'm saying? It's still me. That's why I named it Me Versus Me.
See, I was waiting. I thought the album was gonna be half and half. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be like half of the ratchet, then the other half righteous.
That's what I was asking about the Me Versus Me.
So the Me Versus Me came from pretty much. It's 2 songs on there that's old. Originally, it was supposed to be 3, and it was supposed to be like my older self when I was like, my fault, I'm damn burping and shit. When I was like 16, the project's supposed to show how much I matured in that lane of like the mindset I am, how advanced my music got with me in that aspect of when I was that age, what I was rapping about to now. Like how advanced I am now on a sober mind, an alkaline diet, and like with me just being separation and also penning and padding now. So I used to freestyle. Now I sit down and I write every song. It's 16 songs on there. 14 of them was wrote. 2 of them was freestyle. And those 2 are the old songs. It was supposed to be 3, but I had to go ahead and put one more on there that was new because I feel like my new music is way more it's just way better, and I ain't want to take a risk with just having a weak link on there. So boom, I write my music out now, and I called it Me Versus Me because it's a reflection on what I used to rap about and the mindset I'm on now and what I'm still retargeting with the past. You know, so it's like a revisit of the past but better.
Which
it's
are
like
the
a
2
sequel.
old ones?
Huh?
Which are the 2 old ones?
What you mean? Oh, the 2 old songs is If You Buck and Change My Ways. So the rest of the songs are new. You know what I'm saying? It's been written. And another reason why I named it Me Versus Me is because I feel like throughout the whole process I've been battling myself. My mind, like, what should I do? Should I even do this concept for the tape? Should I put these songs on there? Should I do that? I feel like we ourselves is always our worst enemy. And when I came to the realization of that, I feel like I've been way better. Like realizing like certain thoughts, certain doubts ain't real. It's just a devil fucking with me. What's true to me is what my faith and what my heart see, not what my eyes do. So
Can we play a joint of the album?
Hold on, I got a couple more questions. I want to ask about Dolph again. What did Dolph mean to you personally, but what did he mean to the city of Memphis?
What he meant to me personally was simply independence. You know what I'm saying? And I say this every time, like, I don't care what the two sides had going on or what was going on, but when you thought of Dolph and when you thought of Gotti, you thought of independence and you thought about shit at the end of the day. It didn't matter if you hated one or the other or who you hated. You knew that man was a boss or that person was a boss, because at the end of the day, you got a family and you provide for your family because you got an independent label and you got artists on there you change their lives for. You know what I'm saying? You done made millions off faith. You know what I'm saying? Off leaps, off faith, bro. A lot of people don't have that within themselves. So I feel like for me, it was like independence. It was more so like a role model thing, because people don't appreciate it until it's gone, but like, you know what I'm saying, sometimes when they do be gone, it's sometimes work for the best though for other people to be inspired, because at the end of the day, that man did milestones, he broke goals, he broke accolades coming from Memphis, just in general. But you just being from Memphis is the obstacle, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it meant. And for Memphis, I feel like for Memphis in general, he was a hope for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Because when you blowing up in Memphis, it's always either you gonna sign a paper route or you gonna sign a CMG.
I was gonna ask, why when you came up, that was never a thought for you? You never wanted to go either or? Because most artists in the city either go either or.
And with that being said, I looked up to both of them in the sense of, man, he got paper route, bro, I got CMG.
Let me get.
Why
something.
can't I have NLE?
Right.
That's how I looked at it. Like, I looked at what they did, and I just wanted to be that. I just wanted to be that or better. Not saying like I wanted to do exactly what they did, but it was motivation for me to be able to, you know what I'm saying, be a boss too. Now I'm 19. I got 3 artists to my label and a producer. My label is independent. I got a partnership with Warner, but my label is independent. Anything ever to happen, I got something to fall back on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just off the simple fact of me watching my peers and also watching my mom. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I just
Make you want to be a boss too.
a boss. Like what?
Does it impact how you move through Memphis when you go home?
What you mean?
With the murder of Dolph?
I feel like, honestly, man, I feel like sometimes I still go places, I just be by myself and have my protection in my lap or underneath my pants, underneath my jeans. But at the end of the day, I just feel like my routine, what I do is very A, B, C, D, never E. I feel like you either inbounds or out of bounds. I'm never out of bounds. If I'm out of bounds, I'm making sure I'm with a crowd. If I'm inbounds, I'm making sure, you know what I'm saying, I'm with a team. But I don't know. I just move how I move. Honestly, because I'm really tapped into the point. I have dreams the night before if I'm not supposed to be at the place. Like if I have a dream of me at a mall and some shit go down and I wake up, I know not to go to the mall today. I know like that's not destined for me to go because it's bullshit awaiting on me. I'm just tapped into a sense to where I know. Like I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do nothing. I'm very in tune with myself and my feelings and my thoughts, and you know what I'm saying, like everything around me, to the point to where I know when something ain't right. I feel it. I really feel it.
Do you sometimes feel like people are forcing you to choose sides? Like if you do a song with somebody, then they act like, okay, now he's the ops because he just did a song with this person. Does that happen?
No, never.
I guess
I feel like
I guess what Moneybagg Yo?
Well, no, and I'm also thinking about like the Youngboy stuff, and he's feeling like, oh, now you just commented on this, and
no, I mean certain, bro. I ain't gonna lie. First and foremost, I made certain comments because my brother Von. That's what I made a comment on. Defending his name because he's not able to defend his name. My biggest thing, one of the things I hate is when a person isn't here to defend their name, and certain stuff gets misconstrued or certain dirt gets thrown on a name. I just feel like that's not fair because the person isn't here to defend themselves. But it's never really picking sides because I'm from a city where we are our own men at the end of the day. Like we are our own man. Like every room I step in on me. Whatever I do is cool because at the end of the day, I don't owe nothing to nobody. But at the same time, like with who I mess with is who been looking out for me since I first got on. Like I fuck with Smirk, I fuck with Lil Durk because when I was first blowing up, him and Von was the ones that had me on the stage. Like him and Von, I was turning up with him and Von. When Von was on house arrest, I was going to his house Because he was, you know what I'm saying, he hated being on house arrest. I was going to his home, playing 2K with him, chilling with him, recording songs with him in his house. When I used to come down, he'll make sure I had scraps on me. He'll make sure I was protected. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was a brother who was more than anything. So I feel like my loyalty and my respect resides with him at the end of the day. And I'd be wrong if, you know what I'm saying, if it didn't. So that's how I just look at stuff. But I don't never feel entitled to be with a side or be with this side, because at the end of the day, I feel like I'm in my own lane. Like when Memphis artists is brought up, I'm barely even brought up because I'm so in my own lane. Like a lot of people don't even know I'm from Memphis sometimes.
But you do know violence, you know, between brothers is counterproductive to everything that you stand for.
Yeah.
So like, how do you, I guess, squash that if there is something to squash?
I feel like violence come from how you move. I feel like violence is you. I feel like beef, I feel like drama, I feel like all that stuff is you. It's all about how you move. So boom, if I go out here and I do this to such and such, hell yeah, something gonna come back because we won. You doing something to yourself, stupid. That's why I come back. I feel like the enemy, the op, is the devil, and within the devil is the thoughts of the negativity that you thinking about. And then when you thinking about it, is what you do with the negativity. Are you gonna do what you thinking, or are you gonna brush that shit off and keep moving how you moving? I feel like that's the op, that's the enemy. That's when violence creep off your actions, not off, you know what I'm saying, you just being you. I mean, bystanders get hit. Bystanders always get hit, but at the same time, like, what you gonna do to make sure, like, what you gonna do to make sure you in the clear? Make sure, like, whatever you doing, whatever you thinking about, it's the only thing it's gonna be is a thought. It's never gonna be an action. I feel like whatever you do, that's what you're gonna get. You know?
So there's no real issue. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know what the hell's happening. I just know that all I know is some acronyms was beefing. It was NLE and NBA and whatever. Then it turned into some money challenge, whatever. Can you put I'm sorry and some money or something, or let's not fight something?
Nah, like,
because I don't like to see brothers doing that. Like,
well, it doesn't feel like he's trying to fight
nah,
anybody.
bro.
He just,
like where I'm from, like, beef is a different thing with me. Like I say, I told this in every interview. Like, beef is when somebody has died behind something. Beef is when you can't sleep at night because you just uncomfortable with a person living. So beef is when you standing outside Mondu's house at 8 o'clock in the morning, making sure nobody come shoot your mama house up because something you did. I done been through everything with beef. So some internet stuff or just some word of mouth stuff is never beef with me, because at the same time, I know what I'm living through. I know what I live. I live in peace, bro. I don't wake up and be like, man, I gotta kill a nigga. Like, I don't wake up like that. And I'm like, what? That's not me no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't, you know? So I just feel like when God know your attention and God know how pure you is and God know what you set out for, I feel like that's your protection more so than anything, a gun or anything. I walk with God, bro. I'm not worried about anything, because at the end of the day, I know myself, and I know I know my intentions, and I know my heart. Beef, nah, it ain't no beef with me.
So when were you beefing with these two breasts? Were you were drinking breast milk and then you had to rush to the hospital?
I heard about that. I heard about that. I was gonna ask you about that. We was gonna get back to that diet portion.
That's a Charlamagne question.
I was gonna get back to that.
I was just for sure expecting him to say it.
That's her right there. I got the picture.
They said you. Let me show you the picture, Mama. This the picture
I was just waiting.
Right there. They said you were beefing
Choppa
with these
also
breasts.
said you slow if you believe that.
That was one of my last two questions. I mean, listen.
I got a question. No, I got a question for y'all.
Yes.
And I'm gonna ask personally.
Do you look like the type of person to drink breast milk?
No.
What? What's the question?
You kind of answered it a little bit with that, but did you believe that?
I mean, it might be part of your diet.
No, man, he didn't believe that.
You vegan, you alkaline. Listen, here's the thing.
Did you believe it?
No.
Here's the thing.
Did you believe it?
No, I didn't.
Why wouldn't we, though? We're the only species that drinks milk from other species and not humans. We do it when we're kids.
Yeah.
But then when we get older, we get away from it. Why?
Man, Charlamagne, I'm gonna let you know something, bro.
You think he got hospitalized from drinking breast milk?
Oh, so you drank it, but you didn't go to the hospital.
Exactly.
What?
I'm gonna let you know, bro. What's crazy about all that shit, people was texting me, are you okay? People was texting me, bro, you good? I heard you in the hospital. Bro, what?
At least they cared.
Like, what?
But think about it, though.
Oh, my
that
goodness.
breast milk, when we were kids, is what got us to be, strong.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't we do it now as we get older?
It's for kids.
Babies.
It's for the nutrient the baby.
Where you getting it from?
That's one thing I want to do. Women start breastfeeding y'all kids. That's what that's the real milk source, and know when to stop. Like, don't be worried about titties getting saggy. Breastfeed your kids, because the milk that's coming from these cows and all this shit, it got pus, blood, and feces in it.
If you can, some women haven't been able to do that, so we don't want to make it seem like.
But it's certain things that. Listen, I'm telling you. I got the hookup.
I got urge
to make sure that
I got two more. You did Gucci, I'm a Dog over. Classic record. Were you scared?
No. Did you fuck with it?
I fuck with it, but I mean, it's still, I'm hearing it. I'm like, that's I'm a Dog. You can't really fuck that record up.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Like, if you would have said you didn't fuck with it, I would have.
Nah. You can't. But when I heard it, I'm just like, oh, that's I'm a Dog. You know what
honestly, everybody that I played it for, that was older, that understand the record, like, because the young people ain't gonna know. They gonna be like, why he saying he a dog?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh no, that's
like,
a Gucci classic.
So like, I feel like to resonate with that crowd, I feel like the reviews I got from my peers that was older than me, they loved it.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy because it's like this record was in the 2000s.
He's 19.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I know.
It's 2022.
Bro, honestly, man, I feel like I was here before. Everything that was older, it resonates with my soul more than everything now. Like, for sake of instance, the song "Still Hood" on there was a sample of "Whip It." Whip it, baby.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Whip it, right? If you listen to it, it's a sample. I sample a lot of music because I just feel so in tune with older music. I love it. I love the genuineness, the realness that come from it, the vibe from it. I'm not an old school R&B dude. I leave that to my baby mother, but like
that's the one you need.
Yeah. But like I'm real. I can make love songs too though. Like there's certain y'all will see that.
Like Lick Me Baby. Goddamn love song.
Nah, this more so like a freak song, but you know what I'm saying? But
That's your favorite
Lick Me
song,
Baby.
Look at Mama.
Lick Me Baby, some old school shit though, like some just buck wild, get nasty shit. You know, y'all had that back in y'all day though. As much as y'all say our generation a little nasty.
Oh no, we was worse.
We a little
Come on, man. We grew up on 2 Live Crew
and shit though. This generation.
Why you judging?
I'm just saying this generation.
You wanted to go there. You said you never licked no ass.
Yeah, I did it before. Shit, yeah.
Nothing wrong with it.
What if she's not vegan?
She coming with the question. What if she's not vegan?
Now, how's your relationship with your daughter? I know that at one time it was rocky and.
I actually got court next month cause with the court stuff, the corona stuff, everything been behind. But I only been with my daughter 3 times.
Damn,
since she been born. She going on 2, about 3 times. Let me rephrase that. I was with her the first week she was born. I was with her like at least 4 days throughout that week. But after that week, it was on. I only seen her on. Was it 2 occasions, Mom? 2 occasions.
Her birthday and your birthday.
So
did you see her at Father's Day? Didn't you see her at Father's Day? Remember?
That was her birthday.
That was her birthday.
So stuff is not getting better, but do I know it's gonna be great? Hell yeah. Cause at the end of the day, I feel like everything I done been through has been lessons. It was never a L. So I learned from everything, and I learned how to maneuver. I learned who got the best intentions for me. I learned how to move on every situation I've been through. So I never dwell. I never be down. I never wake up sad off it, because I know God working in the behind the scenes for me. I know the universe working for me. So I'm never tripping off anything, because it's a reason why everything happened. It's a reason. It's a firm reason. So I can't fault what the obstacle he put in me, but I just know, like, I feel like he put something in me to be able to make a change and be able to be vocal about it for other people that's going through the same thing. And just let them know, like, man, keep your head up, keep your head high, because at the end of the day, it don't rain forever, never. Them sunny days coming, and like I said,
even when it rains, you gotta learn to dance in the rain.
You know me. So next month, cool.
Really,
next
month.
You said next month to be cool?
Next month I supposed to have another court date, and the judge is now siding with me on my behalf of everything. She's understanding everything. seeing what everything is and seeing what everything is for to be. And I feel like the judge just learned me as a person or whatever, and I feel like next month, my next court date with visitation, I'd be able to have joint custody, because at the end of the day, I mean, it ain't no reason why I shouldn't. I mean,
it's only hurting her.
Yeah, it's only going. That's the thing about it, and I feel like I'm living my karma down, because I'd be allowed to be like, you know what I'm saying, through the relationship, I was perfect. I was spotless. Like, you know, we everybody do wrong. Both people do wrong from the camp. So I take my wrongs to the chin, because I'm a man at the end of the day, and I'm accountable for every action I did. So I take my wrongs, and I feel like that was part of my karma to be distant from my daughter. But in your sense, God gonna watch what you gonna do too. He gonna watch the moves you make. For if you know a person want to be in the child's life, and you know what's best for the child, if you know that and you're not doing that, God karma gonna be even harsher, because that's one of his little children. You know what I'm saying? He just got done making that baby. You know what I'm saying? So he still have an attachment to that child life more than anybody on earth, because that child ain't even barely 2.
It's like punishing her for you to not be able to do what you need to do as a father. Even if you and the mom had your issues, you can still be a great parent.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, I feel like the karma that's about to be on the flip hand of it, and God forbid, take it easy, but it's not gonna be nothing. It's not gonna be nothing light, because I lived my karma down and I was mature. Right. I accepted my karma. I accepted everything with it. I accepted every bit that came with it, and I wasn't never questioning. I wouldn't change shit. I wouldn't change a damn thing about my life, because I'm grateful for the pain, and I'm grateful for the pleasure. So at the end of the day, I feel like with me just do this whole situation, I feel like it grew for me. It matured me, and God was just pouring water over a seed, and I'm a full rose right now. So I feel like it don't get no more beautiful than that. And just know, when I'm with my daughter, like, when she get older, she gonna forever be daddy's little girl, because I ain't gonna never take nothing for granted with her, because I know every bit, every second with her is gonna be precious, because of the times I lost. I ain't see her first steps. I ain't see her come out the womb. I ain't hear her first words. You know how they'll fuck with her dad? You know? So I ain't do none of that stuff. So I'm gonna make sure I'm there every time after the fact, and I'm gonna make sure that she got everything she want and never want for shit.
This is my last question, man, because, you know, like I told you before, I commend you on your growth. I commend you on your evolution, you know, but you refer to yourself on the album a lot as toxic, and you know words matter.
Yeah.
So what kind of vibration are you sending to the universe when you say that?
Toxic. I can be toxic. You know, I got my, like I said, if your pastor is holy every second of the day, something wrong with him. You know, I can have toxic ways, toxic traits, but am I just toxic off rip? Nah, because I don't even consume stuff that's toxic that make me toxic. But I feel like more so than toxic, I'm mature as a motherfucker, but I feel like certain things I do sometimes probably be immature.
Not perfect.
Yeah, I ain't perfect. I'm still 19 at the end of the day. I ain't just 30 out here. My soul probably 50, but you know what I'm saying?
He said 30 like it's super old.
Nah, not super old. But I feel like when you like 30, that's when you damn near you start to be moving to your most polished. Or when you 40, you know, you start to
40. It's 40.
Yeah.
It was like 35. When I was like 35, 36, I started going to therapy. You know what I'm saying?
At 30, you're gonna be like, I'm only 30. So,
and I gotta tell you something. I brought it to Angela Yee's attention. You know, I feel like you owe me something. I don't know what you owe me. Whatever you feel you owe me.
That's right.
He owed me.
What I do?
And y'all, everybody forgot but her. Everybody forgot but hold up, man. Everybody forgot but her.
What happened? I don't remember either.
Charlamagne owed me, man.
I forgot. Tell me.
I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so the first time I came here, I was with Steve, right?
That's right.
Yep.
And you remember you told me, I ain't gonna quote it word for word, but I remember it was something that motivated me, and I'm glad.
I said, you're not gonna be around
for 6 months. You said something like
Charlamagne.
you said something like 6 months from now, I love to see are you still relevant? Because honestly, I don't think you can do it.
Well, guess what? If you hadn't changed your ways and you hadn't embraced if you hadn't embraced positivity.
It's okay, you can be
if you hadn't
wrong. You can
embraced
be wrong.
positivity.
Just say you was wrong.
I was wrong.
There you go.
Listen, I told Thug the same thing. I told Thug because when I did Vlad, I did Vlad like 11 years ago, and he asked me who would be around Thug or Quan. I said Thug. I was like, well, I said Quan. I said, I guess I was wrong.
And guess what?
So I was wrong.
You want me to tell you why I feel like what you said is God letting me know that I'm gonna be great. Cause most of the people you said that about are great right now.
He said Kendrick looked like he worked in a bowling alley.
He did look like he worked in a bowling alley. I never said Kendrick wasn't great though.
He
did look like he worked in a bowling alley.
Your judgment is wrong, but it's right. It's right though, like it's wrong.
I'm right about a lot of people too though now.
He also said the Cowboys was gonna win the Super Bowl.
He said that every year though.
Hey man, listen, you don't always get right.
But
here's
I'm
the
a
thing.
Cowboy fan myself though. I heard what you a New York fan?
Giants,
yeah, we hate y'all. Yeah, I see why you
Are you a
hate.
Cowboy fan too?
Yeah.
I like when I get it wrong.
I ain't seen no championship though.
I like when I get it wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
Cause you here and I like what you putting out.
That's
You know
why
what I mean?
I fuck with that. That's why I said I'm kind of glad. I feel like certain things is traditional. So keep doing that.
Yeah.
Keep telling artists they might not get there because
He called Future whack.
No,
he said
for
Future
real.
was a whack
It's
rapper.
I never said that
You
about
said he was
Future.
a whack rapper.
Whack
Very
lyricist.
Who said
Great.
that?
I said he makes great songs. Future. He makes great sons, but he's a whack
great
lyricist.
man, it's some energy attached to with you. When
I also
you say
said
that,
Cardi B was a
you make good
superstar.
people.
I'm not gonna say who I named because everybody knows it. But yes, there's a lot of people I got right.
With that.
Well, what do you want to hear? What song we gonna play?
That takes balls too, though. It takes balls to say, hey, this person gonna do something. This person may not.
Yeah.
But now I'm just at the point where I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know who can go and who can't go. I just want you to be a good human, and you're a good human.
Thank you, appreciate that.
What you want to get into, brother?
Let's do I'm a Dog. He brought
Let's
it
do
up.
I'm a Dog.
I'm a dog. NLE Choppa, appreciate you
Hold on,
for
what
joining us.
NBO you for?
Huh?
What NBO you
He
for?
said you. He said, oh, you, it's just you.
What
Oh, I
you
thought
say?
you said all of us. I thought you said
No,
NBO.
No, I said you.
He said,
Oh,
I
okay, got you,
remembered
got you,
it,
got
but
you,
you're
got
the
you,
one
got
that
you,
said
got
it.
you.
Nah, Envy always been a great guy towards
Have
us,
you got a
man.
shout out on the album?
Because they lie to you.
did.
They'll
Yes, I
lie to
did.
people.
Yeah.
They tell everybody they
I
great.
said what I.
I'm not like they do. They do.
He hate to live it.
No, it's the truth.
He hate to live it.
They do though. And if you tell everybody you're great, it's a good percentage.
Who
that
says
you're
the
gonna
word
be
great? You're
Yeah,
great.
that's great. I don't even hit artists back. I don't really speak to people.
Wow.
It's the truth.
Yeah, proof right here.
Congratulations, NLE.
My bad, mama. NLE Choppa. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Thank y'all.